Yeah, if you in the masjid, a dude ain't gonna come in there and cook you.
If you have problem with somebody from the street, they gonna cook you.
In the masjid,
in the masjid, wherever you at. Especially down in the county, they gonna stab you up. You get stabbed up crazy. You know, a big part of Philly, everybody's Muslim. So your ops, 9 times out of 10, is going to be another Muslim. 5 years in the state for murder, 6 years in the feds for a federal indictment. Total over 11 years in prison. I checked down May 7, 2018.
So going on 6 years. How long did it take you to establish your gym?
North Philly, a little bit over the other side. I'm from North Philly, but my gym in Germantown.
If you did prison time, or if you live in a particular state, it's no stopping you if you really want to do it. It's when did you like jump off the porch?
Probably like 14, 15.
What was it like in Philly? Gunplay, drug play?
I was selling drugs. A lot of my homies picked up the guns, robbery, murders, and we all just collided in. And that's how I got caught up into the murder.
Gangs?
No gangs in Philly.
No gangs,
No
but
gangs.
what
we
you
rep our blocks, your corners, your blocks, your neighborhood. So I'm from 27th Street. I'm from Lehigh Avenue.
What happened if a non-Muslim was to shoot and kill a Muslim? To give us some words of advice.
I try to tell the youth, like, listen to the elders for one. Listen to those who've been through it and those who know. The YouTube, Instagram, the TikToks, you get so much knowledge. Take what's beneficial from it and really become successful in real life.
هذا حد العالم هذا طالب هذا راسخ والى اخره تحت
walk forward.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. To all Rip Hadith disciples, YouTubers and viewers, welcome back to a new video on Rip Right HD. We out here in Philly. This is what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted to see how it is to be a Muslim in Philly, and we got the best person to tell you. My boy 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗜𝗍𝗂 Yard Outfit Club. Introduce yourself, my boy.
Hey, 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗜𝗍𝗂 Yard Outfit. We at Yard Outfit Club. I'm a Muslim from Philly, and you know we're gonna give y'all a little story.
Iowa. So how old are you and how long you been in Philly?
I'm 38. I've been in Philly all my life.
All your life?
All my life. Yeah.
And how long have you been a Muslim?
I've been a Muslim. It's an argument, right? Because my ex say I took it I was 16. I say 13, 14. So probably 30 years.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So more than half his life. So as you can see, this is his gym right here. What is this location? What is the area called?
We're in the Germantown area.
Germantown. So this is like North Philly, no?
This Germantown, North Philly, a little bit over the other side. I'm from North Philly, but my gym in Germantown.
Okay, nice, nice. So how much prison time did you do total?
Total over 11 years in prison.
Over 11 years. Was it all state? Was it fed state?
I did 5 years in the state for murder, 6 years in the feds for a federal indictment.
SubhanAllah. And you made it out. When did you touch? When did you touch?
I touched down May 7th, 2018.
May 7th, 2018. So going on 6 years. And you were able to accomplish getting the gym, pushing the agenda, pushing fitness. So how long roughly did it take you to establish your gym? And
we just had our 3-year anniversary for the gym, so 3 years to establish the gym, but it took me all this time just to establish who I was in the fitness game coming out of prison.
Yes, well, alhamdulillah. So we're trying to give the narrative that if you did prison time, or if you live in a particular state and there are things going on in your state, it's no stopping you if you really want to do it. So I talked to Sheikh, our Sheikh Muhammad ibn Munir, and he mentioned, he said he believes, he's born and raised in Philly, that every person, mainly the men, have a 2 out of 10 chance of surviving without being in the streets.
Right.
And obviously you wasn't even in that 2%, right? Because you ended up in the streets, and did your time. So how was that street life, even, you know, during your time in the streets? When did you like jump off the porch?
I was probably like 14, 15.
So now you already accepted Islam, right? According to you. But your ex-wife, you waited 2 years after you jumped off the porch. So now, what was it like in Philly? Like gunplay, drug play?
Guns, drugs, any murder, anything you could name, that's how I was in Philly, you know, especially with me, because I came up, you know, I was selling drugs, but a lot of my homies picked up the guns, robbery, murders, and we all just collided in, and that's how I got caught up into the murder. And then I always come from a family of hustlers. Everybody sold drugs, so it was destined to happen.
Yeah, so gangs?
No gangs in Philly.
No gangs, gangs. So what we repping? Like what
we rep our blocks, your corners, your blocks, your neighborhoods, your part of the city you from. So like you said, North Philly, South Philly, West Philly, Southwest, Germantown, wherever you from, you repping where you from, or you repping your. And then when you get and you own where you from, you repping your block. So I'm from 27th Street, I'm from Lehigh Avenue. That's why I'm from 27 Lehigh. Everybody repping where they from, Diamond Street, Badlands, you know, and they got their own parts of North Philly where they from.
Okay, and now within North Philly, you know, as a Muslim running around, right, doing whatever you're doing, do you have Opps within North Philly?
Yeah, North Philly, especially everybody know a big part of Philly, everybody's Muslim. So your Opps, 9 times out of 10, is going to be another Muslim because this is where we from, there's a big population of Muslims.
Yeah, subhanAllah. So during your time, you seen Muslim on Muslim combat, unfortunately.
Yeah,
It was heavy. So now, what age were you incarcerated?
19.
19.
Yeah.
How was that? Was it really segregated?
It was it wasn't really that it was segregated just
that
by
was the
city.
Yeah, that was the state.
State. So when I first got out, I went to the state town. So just by segregated about what part of the city you from. But if you were thorough with somebody, everybody took to you, no matter where you was from in the city.
And how was it like there? I mean, like as a Muslim.
It's not as a Muslim. It's not as hard. Because, I mean, it's really man time, but as a Muslim, not as hard. You really just following the Quran and the Sunnah and you doing your thing. As long as you ain't had no previous beef where you led over to prison, you are all right. As long as you following the Sunnah and you doing your stuff, doing what you need to do in prison.
Yeah, so usually if you in the masjid, a dude ain't gonna come in there and cook you.
I mean, if you had a problem with somebody from the street, they gonna cook you.
Yeah, man, in the masjid.
In the masjid, wherever you at.
Yeah.
Especially down in the county, they gonna stab you up. You get stabbed up crazy. So
yeah,
they gonna cook you.
So you had any situations with any of your Opps and they happen to be a Muslim?
Fortunately for me, a lot of my homies already went to prison and had the prisons on lock, so they held it down. So I came in on man time, everybody respected me, so I really ain't had no beef.
Allahu Akbar. And then you kind of like was in the drug game, so most of your drink was just selling, although you handled your business.
Yep.
So now, right, with this big Muslim population, right, like we know it's the shooting, it's the killing. What happens if a non-Muslim was to shoot and kill a Muslim?
The Muslims riding for the long as well, it get tricky sometimes, right? It get tricky.
Yeah.
Because in prison, the Muslim, they gonna ride for you because you a non-Muslim ain't gonna touch. But out in the streets, your closest homie may be a non-Muslim. It may be a non-Muslim, so it don't goes like that in the street game. You know what I'm saying? In prison, it's different. In the streets, it don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. So growing up, did you see like any? I know you've seen senseless shootings, but I'm talking about people that were on the Quran and the Sunnah, not in the streets, end up getting murdered or killed. Like the Imam just now in Jersey.
I know that's crazy, right? But especially in the streets, they end up getting murdered and killed because a lot of association, even though you're not into it, you associate or you from where they from, so still happen to you.
Without a doubt, just by
association, you know how that go.
Yeah, just by association. Yeah, so guys, I want to let y'all know that I met Rasul maybe like 2018, 2019.
Yep. 2018.
Yeah,
yep.
And we connected and been like this ever since. And he's been out here in Germantown helping the community get fit, helping with diet plans, you name it. Opened up a gym, and he established himself in the fitness lane. This is a person that was born and raised there, so obviously he's seeing, the manifestation of what he did in the past, because obviously it's still around. Yep. So you have a lot of people that they get rich and flip, they leave, they never come back, but he is still here in Germantown. So I need you to kind of give us some words of advice and encouragement to somebody that might be headed to prison in reality, or might be headed to commit a homicide later on tonight, and might be going to kill a Muslim, and he might be a Muslim. Yep.
So the main thing is, I try to tell the youth, I try to teach them from my experience, because if I knew what I knew now when I was younger, we'd be way bigger than what we were. You know what I'm saying? We'd be way big. So a lot of things, it's like, listen to the elders for one. Listen to those who've been through it and those who know. Your predecessors, the ones who's in the streets, that left the streets alone, that's going to give you this knowledge. Listen to us right now because we've been through it. Take that advice from your teachers. Get that education for real, for real. A lot of it sound like cliche, but like, oh, get your education. Really not have knowledge, because now with the YouTube and the Instagram and the TikToks, you get so much knowledge when you can just watch these things that y'all watching and take what's beneficial from it and really become successful in real life without having to do this in the streets. He's successful. The lipstick is selling. I got a gym. My protein is selling. In real life, selling things that's legal, not illegal, other things that's not haram, and we making a living means for our family. We taking care of our families off of this. We taking care of our neighborhoods off of this. We taking care of our community of this, and we encouraging so many Muslim people, Muslims and non-Muslims, to be healthy all over the world.
So, y'all know what time it is. My boy got to make a move. So, life as a Muslim in Philly right now, I'm wearing the thobe. I'm outside. Am I safe?
You safe. You especially up from Germantown. Ain't nobody. You safe. You cool.
Allahu
Right?
Akbar.
Be cool.
So y'all see where we at. Stay tuned. Stay ripped. 6-pack. Big back.
Big facts. Yard out. Yard out.
Indeed, in the body, literal translation is a lump of flesh, a piece of meat. إِذَا صَلَحَتْ صَلَحَ الْجَسَدُ كُلُّهُ. And when that lump of flesh